Hey everybody, Garrett here. Today is October 5th, 2016, otherwise known as World CP Day. For those of you who don't know, CP stands for Cerebral Palsy, a condition that myself and 17 million other individuals around the world are affected by. As you can see, I'm also wearing green. Green is the color of Cerebral Palsy awareness. So for anyone who is wearing green in honor of Cerebral Palsy awareness or World CP Day today, I thank you. But I didn't want to make this video just to tell you that today was World CP Day and that I'm wearing green because, that's too easy. That's certainly one way to raise awareness, but I also believe that there are other ways to do it, and another way is by having a conversation. So right now I want to open up some dialogue and talk about what it is like to have CP, and I want to do that by sharing 5 common misconceptions that either I myself have heard or someone else has told me that lives with CP over the years. So let's get started, shall we? Misconception number 1, cerebral palsy is hereditary. Nope, that is not true. Cerebral palsy is not hereditary. It is not contagious. I can't cough on you, sneeze on you, and give you a CP. Not that I would anyway, but it is actually a neuromuscular condition that develops from brain damage either at or just prior to birth, most of which comes from a brain bleed. I myself had a grade 4, the most severe brain bleed. I was born at 26 weeks, weighing in at 3 pounds. Misconception number 2, cerebral palsy affects individuals all in the same way. Nope, that's again false. There are actually 4 types of cerebral palsy. You have monoplegic cerebral palsy, which means that it only affects one limb of your body. You have hemiplegic, which means it affects one side of your body over the other. You have diaplegic, which means it affects one half of your body, be it your upper body or your lower body versus the other half. Or you have quadriplegic, which means it affects all limbs of your body. Aside from that, cerebral palsy can also affect someone's cognitive abilities, and it can also affect, speech and communication and such like that. Many people ask, well then Garrett, how does CP affect you? Well, to be honest with you, I'll go ahead and tell you, cerebral palsy mainly affects my walking. I tell people all the time that if they don't have time to learn about CP, I tell them I have limited mobility. And that is true. I use a mobility scooter 99% of the time to get around, but I can also walk short distances unassisted and with crutches. I'm also much more dominant and stronger in my left side than I am my right. And that's pretty much it. I'm very fortunate in the way that CP affects me because I know that it can be much more severe. And on the flip side, there are people that are much less affected than I am by it. Some people just barely have a limp, and some people you may not ever know that they have CP. But I guarantee that if you were to see me walk, you would certainly know that I have CP, and I'm not ashamed of that by any stretch. Oh, and by the way, when I do walk, I walk in a crouched position, and that is due to spasticity. Spasticity is also very common in people with CP, and that basically means that your muscles are, they say rigid, I say just kind of stiff, tight, so that it's harder to straighten your legs. That's why I can't get my legs completely straight when I do walk. That's why I'm crouched in the position, but I continue to work out at the gym, and I've done physical therapy all my life and had surgeries and stuff trying to correct that. So that's a little bit about that. Point number 3. Individuals with cerebral palsy want to only maintain friendships, relationships, and be seen with others who have cerebral palsy. Again, that is false. People with CP want to be treated equally, want to be treated just like everyone else. They do not want to be only categorized as, hey, that kid or that person with a disability or that kid or that person with cerebral palsy. They want to befriend and be around everyone. And, that's the way I was growing up. As a matter of fact, I did not while I knew a few people that had cerebral palsy growing up in school, I wasn't friends with people with CP or any disabilities for the longest time until I became a motivational speaker and a disability advocate. And part of that was because I struggled a lot with self-acceptance and all that stuff. And I didn't want to be seen as somebody that was different or, like I said, somebody that was categorized, as somebody with a disability or something like that. So I didn't really befriend those people. But to be honest with you, as much as I say that we don't want to only be put into that category, it's also very good to have those people around you that have CP or similar circumstances, regardless if it's CP or not, because it helps you understand what that someone else may be going through something similar to what you are, and it gives you someone to talk to and work through things with and stuff like that, someone who understands you. But ultimately, that's what people with CP and everyone in general just wants. They want someone to understand them, and they want to build that connection, no matter if it's a friendship, romantic relationship, anything of that nature. But it can certainly be difficult, if the individual has a hard time with communication or is shy or doesn't accept himself and his disability. It can certainly hinder their abilities to do that. But there are ways to get around that too. So, and I just want to say that on that same note, no matter how the CP affects someone, that does not determine who they are as a person or what they can do in their lives or anything of that nature, which kind of leads to the next point. Cerebral palsy limits the success that a person can have. Again, that is false. Surprisingly, that again is false. You know what? I define success as doing the very best you can with the resources and abilities you've been given in your life. And a lot of times people might see me or in my scooter or see someone else in a wheelchair or see someone using crutches and think, oh man, they probably can't do that. They assume. They assume before they ask. You should always ask. You should ask, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Because the fact of the matter is, people with CP can be very successful and can do a lot of things that people may discredit them for out of the get-go. But they can do a lot of things. Individuals with CP can be, I'm thinking right off the bat of actor because I saw the actor on TV, that new show, Speechless, on ABC, I think it is. I haven't checked it out, but I saw the promo for that. The kid has CP. He's one of the lead actors in that show. I think that's really cool. You could be an athlete, a painter, a poet, work in a business field, anything you want to do, regardless if you need assistance or not, you can make things happen. I'm a prime example of that. I went all the way through school in normal classes. I graduated with honors from Radford University. Learned to drive. Now live independently on my own in a downtown apartment. And it's not ADA compliant, by the way. There are many things you could do. I've held down jobs outside of Overcome Yours. This is not the only thing I've ever done with my life. Actually, I never thought I would be a motivational speaker in my whole life. I never thought I'd be sitting here with a camera in my face right now talking to you about my life. Never would have thought that, but that's where life has taken me. So don't ever discount someone for that. And the last point I want to make is that people with cerebral palsy need you and want you to feel sorry for them or want you to be extra nice to them. Again, keeping with the theme here, that again is false. Individuals with cerebral palsy want to be treated equally, want to be treated as normal as possible. We may do things differently. We may need some assistance, but we want to be treated normally. So, case in point, many of these things have happened to me a lot, and I'll just tell you this. Say if I'm out with a buddy of mine somewhere, and someone might go to introduce themselves to him that he doesn't know. I don't know them either. And they just casually say, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. Well, when they go to introduce themselves to me, sometimes they might be, oh, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Da, da, da. So, this and that and this and that. And it's like, why are you going above and beyond and trying to talk to me? Why don't you just talk to me normally like you talk to him or her or whoever I was with or whoever else is around here? You don't have to sugarcoat things. You don't have to make me feel good, give me empty praise or anything like that. And that used to really bother me as a kid, but now I'm very quick to recognize that and even call people out on that in a nice way. I'm not rude about it, but I'll be like, hey, you don't have to put on this front for me. Just be real, be upfront, be honest, and everything's good to go. On that same token, people will also assume that you need help. Again, like I said before, they will ask. They will assume something before they ask you it. So they'll assume that I need help opening doors or unloading my truck or carrying something or this and the other. And while sometimes I do welcome that help because sometimes I really need it, a lot of times I don't need it. So I'll kind of politely say, no, thank you, I've got it. Or if someone wants to, someone's trying to hold the door for me and maybe I'm in front of them and they're running to grab the door for me, I'll say, hey, what if I hold the door for you? Kind of flip the script a little bit because I can certainly grab doors and everything for myself. And I'm not trying to be rude, and no one, I know other individuals that do the same thing. We're not trying to be rude. We're just trying to say we can do things on our own. So again, if you're wondering, hey, does so-and-so need help? Or if you see me, just ask me if I need help before assuming that I do, okay? That's basically what I'm saying. So with that, I just want to thank you all for tuning into this little video. I know it was a little longer than normal. But if you made it to the end, I very much appreciate it. Feel free to share with your friends and following who may support individuals with CP or may just want to enlighten people a little bit about CP and some of the misconceptions. But I thank you again for tuning in, and I hope that you continue to overcome yours, and have a good night.